A's Extra.
Welcome back on the Anglers Extra pregame show ahead of Chatham at Wareham for Game 3 of the Cape Cod Baseball League season. It's time for the Manager's Show with Chatham skipper Dennis Cook. I'm Jake Klein. Dennis, a 4-2 loss born last night. What were the takeaways in Game 2?
Too many strikeouts. Didn't compete really well with 2 strikes. Didn't extend at bats. Couldn't get a hit with runners in scoring position.
Couple of games in a row now to start where there's been traffic on the base paths, but runners left in scoring position has been a consistent theme so far. What does it take to get that timely hitting?
Man, I don't know. I just think it just happening. Just somebody stepping up and putting a really good quality at bat on somebody and kind of break the logjam.
You had Duncan Matthews behind the plate from South Alabama last night. He's back in the lineup tonight as the DH. What did you like about what you saw from him that made you want to put him back in there?
I love the way Duncan plays. He plays hard. He doesn't expect anything. He doesn't assume anything. He just puts his nose out there and plays, and he pulls hard for his teammates. So those are the kind of guys I want in the lineup.
You also get that 11th position player you've been talking about for the last couple of days, and then he's here. It's Ace Reese from Mississippi State. What do you like about his game?
He's got a lot of power. He's a good hitter. Hopefully he's not too rusty from being off for a few weeks. But he's a great player. I mean, his numbers indicate that. So we need a little bit more offensive spark, and I think that he might be able to bring it for us.
Lineup change as well. You have Jake Hanley out in the outfield today. Cole Johnson moves from DH to first base, and Daniel Jackson's out of there. What went into that?
Just wanted to give Daniel a day off, let him get his head back together in BP, and then he'll be back in there tomorrow. And, Jake wants to play a little bit of outfield, so he's a good athlete. We'll put him out there and let Cole get a little bit of a chance on the defense side of the ball.
Yeah, 56 games as the designated hitter for Cole Johnson at Austin Peay this spring. Dennis, you mentioned batting practice. You were out here throwing batting practice. When was the last time you threw BP before a game?
No, I throw it all the time, actually. They're throwing a lefty today, and so I like throwing, let them see something from the left side. Also wanted to let them just kind of give them some scenarios, some bunt for base hits, hit and runs, make them start hit the top half of the ball, get the ball on the ground, get the ball out of the air, make them start thinking of that concept. And, we're going to do everything we can to try to get the offense going, and once it gets going, I think we're going to be in good shape.
Have to feel content with the pitching, however, so far. You had Ryan Borberg team up with Ethan Calder last night. What'd you like from the mound from those two?
I think they both did a great job. Strike throwers, that's the thing I was looking for. I want guys that are going to throw strikes and not walk a bunch of people. We'll dominate the zone and live with the results. If we get our brains beat out one night, so be it. I just don't want to sit there and watch our guys walk people. And hopefully the pitching will carry on and we'll continue to fill up the zone and stay in games.
Turn to Nate Taylor to do that tonight, youngster from Georgia, hard-throwing righty. What stands out about him?
2 walks on the season with 17 strikeouts at Georgia. Watched two of his pins. He's a hard-working kid. He puts his nose down. He's serious about his business. I think he's going to be great.
You've got a couple of those guys. Not a ton of innings on the season, young guys. What do you like about those guys? Why did you want to recruit some of the less proven players?
We want them to stay here all summer so we can help them get better. They're going to have agents in their ears chirping, you need to go home with 15 innings on the season or 20 innings on the season, and that's just a falsehood. They need to stay here. They got a big league pitching coach. I can help a little bit with them, and we can make them better. So they need to stay up. We recruited them on purpose. Young kids, freshman kids, low inning count. So they'll come up here, they'll stay all summer, and hopefully, like I said, get better.
Dennis, the one thing you harped on yesterday before the game was you wanted to see better pitch selection from your offense. You got that last night. 8 walks worked out of your crew. How do you keep that going?
Hopefully it just builds on itself. We had a conversation today pregame about getting a little more grit about ourselves with 2 strikes and extending at bats. We're still striking out too much. We struck out 27 times in 2 games. That's not good. I mean, we got to get better than that. We got to get more competitive than that. And that sometimes that's just pulling your belt another notch tighter and getting in there and deciding I'm not going to strike out. I'm going to compete and I'm not going to strike out.
Is there anything specific you look for from hitters with 2 strikes?
Just competing. You can tell when a guy's competing. He's not just up there guessing and hoping. And, I thought Isaiah Lane's last at-bat last night, that was the first time. And, of course, we only played 2 games, But that's the first 2 strike at bat that I saw for the 2 games where somebody competed. He ended up striking out on the breaking ball, 3-2 breaking ball, but I saw him competing. He went from 0-2 to 3-2, and the guy made a great pitch on him. We tip our hat when that happens. But he extended that bat, and I was proud of him.
Isaiah Lane back in the cleanup spot tonight for Chatham, coming up against Wareham in just a few minutes. Dennis, thanks for the time.
Thank you.